Aloha. Rabbi Benjamin here with installment number 7 of an explanation of all that seems to be. Seems to be. It isn't for real. It just seems to be that way. Are you in there? Are you in that body? How'd you get into that one? I'm in this one. Seems to be. Not for real. There is an experience that offers you so much more than what you seem to be experiencing now. This temporal perceptual experience that you seem to be having now is limited only to what you are taking in via the 5 senses. And that's limited. That's very little and very limited. The range of sound that you hear is hardly anything compared to the total frequencies that are available to you. The same with light. The light that you see is a very, very small spectrum of light in terms of all of the light that's available. We've made littleness of ourselves. This little temporal perceptual experience we seem to be having excludes the entire universe. We've sacrificed everything for this littleness that we've made of ourselves and this little experience that we seem to be having via the 5 senses. There is more. There is so much more. You can come alive. You can experience the kingdom of heaven now. It's stretched out before you now. But we're addicted to this littleness. In A Course in Miracles, I think it's in Lesson 107, it refers to an experience that is available to you. It says, can you imagine, can you remember a time when you felt safe, when you felt loved, when you felt peace? And then it says, take this sense of well-being that you felt and multiply it by 100 times, and then multiply it by 100 more times, and now you have only the slightest, smallest intimation of the experience that is available to you. There is a broad reassociation of your mind, an expansive, inclusive awareness of all that is. Nothing outside of you. That's called the kingdom of heaven. That shift in awareness, that's the kingdom of heaven. I'm passionate about it. I'm excited about it because I've tasted of it. And I did it without drugs. And you can have a taste of this experience. And the more you taste of it, the more you will want it. And I want you to taste of it. And I want you to want it more. Because it is our reality as God created us. We're addicted to this littleness. And our minds, we're far too tolerant of mind wandering, and our minds wander back into these default settings of littleness. In order for you to have this experience, there is a condition that must be met. You must be still. Your mind must rest in peace. Rest in peace. It's a wish for you, the living, not for the dead. Rest in peace. There might be some work that you have to do before your mind can know that kind of stillness that is required for you to become aware of the experience that I'm talking about. You might have some work that you need to do first. You might need to own up and recognize and release the guilt and the grievances. You might need to let go of all of those judgments. You might need to let go of all of those plans and regrets. Let it all go. Be still and know God. Do the work. Be vigilant with your mind. It's worth it. The other requirement for you to have this experience is you have to want it. I don't know if my teaching it or talking about it helps you to want it. What will help you to want it is to have the experience. It's hard to tell you what vanilla tastes like. You have to taste it. This experience is very difficult for me to tell you about, but you have tasted of it. It's there in your mind. It's called the kingdom of heaven. You're from there. It's there in your mind. You will come to a point where you will see that this littleness, these temporal perceptual experiences, these serial adventures in space-time, all that the world has to offer you is absolutely nothing, can't begin to hold a candle to the magnitude of you as God created you, the expansive magnitude of you as God created you. The love that you know about, the love that you are, the love that is your heritage, is waiting only for your acceptance. Peace.